Hello guys and welcome back to the Fantasy Football series. On to game week 26 now. Looking at a team, actually for 4-11, I know a lot of people might be struggling with 4-11 this week because there's 4 teams missing and 2 of them are quite big teams with Chelsea. That's actually 3 big teams. It's Chelsea, Spurs and Liverpool are missing. Luton, obviously I'm missing 3 players on my bench. Diogo Jota being one of them and Pedro Porro being another, both being injured right now. Pedro Porro is soon to come back anyway. Looking at a team right now, we have Flecken against West Ham, which I'm alright with the way West Ham have been playing recently and the way Flecken's been playing recently to be fair as well. He's improved his form and it might get some points there. Saliba against Newcastle, I am fine with, and I was waiting for it to come on the screen, I thought I must have. Forest at home as well. Pau Torres against Forest at home, I'm happy with. And then Tarkos against Brighton is a bit sticky. I'm not comfortable with it, but to make a 4-11, we're going to have to, aren't we? De Bruyne against Bournemouth, which I'm really not happy with right now, considering how he didn't play in the midweek game against Brentford. Infuriating the way Pep plays. It's City players. I don't like City players in my team. Saka against Newcastle is one that I'm quite happy with. Probably make him captain to be fair, playing against Newcastle. Garnacho against Fulham, happy with that. Elanga against Aston Villa, happy with that to be fair as well. Solanke against Man City, I'm alright with that. Tony against West Ham, I said I'm alright with that. The way West Ham have been playing, they've been letting goals left, right and centre, and hopefully some of them fall in from Tony. And then Haaland against Bournemouth. Had a terrible week, I would say, but got a goal as he does. He just does get a goal, doesn't he? I did captain him just to be safe on the safe side, but you know, he just continues getting the points, doesn't he? So he got to stay in the team for now, I guess. Looking at the transfers, I'm going to look at taking out Diogo Jota or Pedro Porro, but as I said, Pedro Porro is going to be coming back soon. But he's back 2nd of March. He's back. He should be back after this game. He might be back this game week, to be fair. Obviously he won't be back this game week. Because, yeah, he'll be back next game week by the looks of it. So that's helpful at least. But Diogo Jota injured for a while now. We don't know how long he's going to be out. Unknown return date with that knee injury. So let's look at the midfielders that I could bring in. As I said, I am aiming in my head. I have it in this week here of what games are getting being played. Because right now it doesn't look like Arsenal Chelsea can get played because Chelsea probably going against Leeds. Burnley Brentford should be played. Palace Newcastle probably go through, so that game's not getting played. Luton Forest, we don't know who's going through there. United Sheffield, we don't know. Wolves Bournemouth, we don't know. Fulham Spurs, we do know that Fulham and Spurs are playing, but Spurs aren't playing this week, so there's no point bringing any Spurs players in. Everton Liverpool is probably not going to happen, and Brighton City probably not going to happen. So I'm looking at that West Ham Villa game. If I want to bring in one of them players right now, it's not going to be a West Ham player, it's going to be a Villa player, and that makes it really easy for me because it narrows down straight away who I want to be looking at getting in my team for this game week, and it is going to be a Villa player in replacement for Diogo Jota. Could get Douglas Luiz, who's on 115 points, and he continues to get them points quite often, to be fair, doesn't he? Because he just hits set pieces, but I think he's not taking the penalties anymore. He must have took a penalty there at that high XG. He must have took a penalty there and 0.97 XG. Yeah, I'm actually not too sure on who I'm bringing there. It could be Bailey, who could be potential as well. Playing against, yeah, they are playing against Forest this week, so is a happy result that I'm happy. Well, a happy set players I'm playing with. But he just have games where he just doesn't be playing a lot, like, you know, not starting in this game here is a bit of a worry, but he did get an assist against Newcastle. I'm going to put him in for now. Diaby's not been playing as much recently either. Look, the game time has dropped massively for him. And Jacob Ramsey's back now as well. He's played the 90 for the last 2. And if he can get into his form like he did last year, he'll get back on the goals. And I think this next round of games is the games for him to get on them goals again. And at 0.1% ownership, it could be really good potential to bring him in now. How many goals did he actually get in this previous seasons? 6 goals, 8 assists last year, but started 31 games. Obviously this year, he's only started 6, is that? 6 starts all year so far, with only 1 goal coming against Brighton. That's 6-1 win. So if you look at it, he's getting, in that season last year, he was getting and he got 6 goals in the year before that as well, with 0 starts. Surely that can't be right, because look at, he almost got the same amount of games, same amount of minutes. He is tempting me. He has a nice run of games there, and it could be the time for him to jump back into getting them points for his team. And playing the full 90 minutes is a safe bet. but Leon Bailey has just been on form this year. So my question is in my head really, is it Leon Bailey I want to bring in? Do I trust that he can be playing in this next game? Because look, he started the last 3. When was the last time he didn't? How many games? Right, so how many games? He started 12 games all year, but he had a big gap where he wasn't starting the games. And then since this game week 14 here, so the past 11 games, he started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's, you know, he's not started in 2 games in that spree. I'm happy with Leon Bailey. I think I'm happy with Leon Bailey. Yeah, Jacob Ramsey's more as well. Yeah, Leon Bailey seems to be right at transfer, but Jacob Ramsey could be a really good transfer for someone. I'm at 0.1% ownership. Like Leon Bailey right now has a 3.7%, so you know, whatever floats your boat there. Looking at this game week though, just kind of narrowing it down to this game week, players that you'd want to be looking at. As I said, I stick to that Villa look. Watkins, if you've not got him, I've obviously not got him right now. But it is tempting to try and bring him back in. But we're going to leave it for now. And it'll come in at a later date. Brighton, Everton. I'd probably avoid this game, to be fair. This was like a big win for Everton last year, I believe. It was like 6-0 or 5-0, something like that. So I'd avoid this game if I were you. Crystal Palace versus Burnley. I'd avoid that too, to be fair. The way both teams have been playing. I don't think I'm on the team there. Crystal Palace. I don't think Eze or Elise, yeah. And anyone else ain't really worth touching. You might want to Jordan Ayew, but I wouldn't recommend it. Man United, Fulham. I'm not going to look at Fulham. As you know, I don't look at Fulham. I don't look at the teams that are playing against United. Not worth it for me, in my eyes. Luke Shaw being injured means Dalot. You could probably predict our back line of it being... oh my God. Yeah, probably Dalot, Varane, Lindelof and Maguire is going to be our defence most likely. How long's Martinez been at? But, let's see, these injuries, man. Unknown return date from last year as well. The guys have vanished off the face of the earth. Højlund on that as well. That's really sticky. How long was Wan-Bissaka out for? Unknown return date. That is painful for our defence. That is really painful for our defence. We'll see what we do with that. Bournemouth versus Man City. As I said, I think this could be a game where Bournemouth might get a result. I said that in my Super 6 and I think it is true. I think they can get a result in this game. But if you want to look at who can help them get a result, it will be Solanke, Semenyo or Tavernier that you're going to be looking at there. But obviously we're going to look at Man City as well, Man City side of things. If we look down at Man City, Walker had a really good game week. Foden is having a really good time right now. And so are Haaland and Alvarez, as they usually do. Arsenal, Newcastle, I think it's going to be a walkover for Arsenal, if I'm going to be really honest with you. You might want to get an Isak in. Isak might be a little wildcard pick for this game week. Saliba, obviously the best defensive option for Arsenal there. Saka, Odegaard. Even Havertz has found a bit of form recently, you know. Goal assist last game and assist 2 games before that. You know, he's looking better. He is definitely looking better. So there's potential in there for you to get him in. And yeah, apart from that, wouldn't really bother with anyone else. Wolves versus Sheffield. You were really looking at Wolves here. I said if Wolves get confirmed to play in that game week, I will be instantly getting in Pedro Neto. Hwang is back now too, and it's just Cunha that they're missing out of that, you know, front three of just being back at it. But yeah, Neto is that guy. How many assists he got now this year? 11 assists. He just knows what to do. And then Hwang with 10 goals, he's benefiting a lot off the Neto assists. And then West Ham, Brentford, I'd avoid it for now, unless you have Tony and get Tony in. But yeah, getting in Neto. I think if you want looking for a transfer this week, get Neto in. 5.1% ownership. He'd be a really good differential for you. Yeah, that is my advice for the week, is bring in Neto. But if you want to be smart like me and wait, not take the risk on who's going to be playing that game week in a couple of game weeks, get in Leon Bailey or Ollie Watkins if you're not Ollie Watkins in. But I imagine you probably already have Ollie Watkins in. Yeah, that is my transfer for the game week. Leon Bailey comes into the team, and Leon Bailey for De Bruyne potentially is the deal there. Could maybe do for Solanke, but I said I think Solanke was a good game. We're going to keep Saka captain. I don't know why that changed, but yeah, Saka is now my captain. Tony is my vice captain. It'd be brilliant if I could swap De Bruyne out for Tarkowski there, but I like Bailey playing against Forest. I like Saka playing against Newcastle. Obviously, I've captained him, so that's how much I like it. I like Garnacho playing against Fulham. And I like Elanga playing against Aston Villa. I like that midfield four. I like this risk. I do like this risk. A lot of people do have Solanke right now, so it's not a massive benefit. Tony only 9.3%, and Haaland obviously that's 75% ownership. 30% of people own De Bruyne, and I've decided to put him on my bench. But yeah, I could change it still. But I think this is going to be the team for this game week, which I like the risks. I do. You know, I've had a bad week last week, and De Bruyne was at the centre of that bad week. Only 2 points on for me. I could still change it. Yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if I change it. Like I might do that. Maybe. Yeah, that might be what I do actually. Tony though just gets goals. He just does get goals. We're gonna leave it like that for now. Even my vice captain actually. But yeah, that is the team going into the next game week. The only player that I'm just not happy with that right side there. That Tarkowski, De Bruyne, even Haaland, man, is where he's been playing. But yeah, that is the team. If you like the video, please leave a like. Let me know who you're going to bring in this week. Let me know if any of my talks have helped you here. And if you want to see more, subscribe, because there's plenty more on its way. Cheers for watching, guys, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers.